Yo, it's Josh. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and I hope you're having a good day. So I'm trying to be as quiet as possible right now because it is late and I do not want to wake anyone up. Today I'm going to be walking you guys through how to make virtual X8 style beats. With X8 beats, they kind of have more of a warped sound with the melody, if that makes any sense. Now before we get into it, if you want to keep up with everything that I'm working on, make sure to follow me on Instagram @_JoshBay. But without further ado, let's hop into this. So starting out, as you can see, this is our main pattern. It's really simple. This is the Canada key from I Love Maury's Shock Sound Kit. And essentially, when it comes to sound selection, you'll want to have sounds that are a little bit less dry and have some sort of modulation and effects on them. And then for the MIDI itself, as you can see, you basically have these two chords here and then you just strum them out and then it just repeats over and over. And then I copied that exact same MIDI onto another sound from Serum, and then I added on some shaper box. Now shaper box is basically the key when it comes to these kinds of beats. It just has a lot of modulation and effects, and it just gives a completely different sound compared to like more traditional virtual beats. Next up from Surge, I got the Smoothness World Cup, then I just got this lead melody towards the end of each bar, and then I threw on some vinyl at the end using Effect Tricks, which is kind of similar to Shaperbox in some ways. It just gives you like those effects and modulation capabilities, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty simple, but you do want to have quite a few leads with these kinds of beats because our main melody with these chords is really simple. Having a lot of leads is where you're going to get all that energy from. But I got another lead again with some shaper box. And then finally one more lead. This one doesn't have any effects on it, but it gives a lot of energy. Next up I got this synth, and as you can see with Effect Tricks, I got some stutter and delay on it. This just kind of acts as like a counter melody and again brings up some energy. Now another pretty helpful thing that you could consider with these beats is adding in vocal chops. There's a lot of great kits that have vocal chops or vocal one shots that you can kind of play around with and get whatever sound you want. And let me play the full melody for you guys. Alright, and now to the drums. But starting out with the hi-hats, here's the pattern. And then soloed out, here's what the clap sounds like. So as you can see, you can play around a lot with the velocities to create bounce and also try different kinds of rolls. So in the hi-hats, I did a lot of 1/16 note rolls and a few of those with the clap as well, as you can see right here and here. And then I'm just going to rush through the rest of the percussion. So we have a rim, a snap, a perk, and two different open hats. And essentially these are just filling in whatever gaps that we left over with the clap and hi-hat. So hopefully you can kind of see how we're bringing everything together to just really create a lot of bounce. Now to finish this off, I forgot about the square bass, I guess. This is just the Tina X opium bass sound that you always hear in Ken Carson stuff. The last things we got here are the 808. So I got this one 808 and then also this bass plug. And then with the bass plug, I used the multi-sampler to do some glides. I made a tutorial about this, but I'll just quickly explain it again. What you can do is just go to mapping and then drag in your bass or whatever 808 you're using. Make sure it's mapped to C3 and turn off all these tabs and open up the synth tab. You can go ahead and just copy these settings, but basically the only setting you'll want to change is the glide. And this is just going to adjust how long or slow the glide is going to be. And when you're done with that, you can just come over here to this upper tab, go to save as, and then create a preset. So for me, I just called it one glide because I want it to be at the top. So whenever you have an 808 or some other one shot maybe that you want to have some glides with, you can just open up the multi-sampler and then pull up the preset. But here is the 808 pattern, and they just follow the root notes of our melody. Now if you're wondering how to get the root notes, it's really simple. Come over to your main chords and literally just copy it over like this, then just delete these top notes, and boom, here are your 808 notes. Then you just move them left and right as you need, not up and down unless you're going to go by an octave, but just keep them left and right. yeah, here's how all the drums sound together. But yeah, that right there is how to make virtual X8 beats in Logic from scratch. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, I'll see you soon. Alright, bye guys.